All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Always Race Day Dirt Show. I'm Connor Ferguson here with Eric Bridger, the most prolific 305 sprint car driver in the history of Knoxville Raceway. Always hates when I give him compliments, so that's awesome. We're going to get into everything dirt on this episode. David Gravel captured the Huset Cybank Nationals. Bobby Pierce is still on a tear. We had a late model team and driver split, and we'll jump right into all that after we take care of some housekeeping things. First things first, I want to thank the fine people at profitmachine.ai. Visit that website. Every business needs AI right now, but nobody knows how to use it. With a dedicated development team, live weekly coaching calls, sales scripts, pitch decks, and access to a private member community with 200 plus AI advisors. AI Profit Machine can help you out. Go to profitmachine.ai today. Fill out the small questionnaire. It took me like 90 seconds to fill out. They're very selective with their clientele, but if they can help you out, they will. And we appreciate them for making shows like this possible, as well as the fine people at shoptrackthreads.com. If you're looking for Always Race Day merch, shoptrackthreads.com is your place to go. Dirt and Beer shirts coming soon for you guys, as well as the Always Race Day with the white logo. I talked to Ryan. We're going to get that taken care of. I got someone's phone number at Dingus that was very passionate about wanting the white logo, and I totally get it after looking at both of them next to each other. So we're going to get that taken care of for you guys, hopefully by next week, by our next show on here. And real quick before I really get into anything, if you haven't heard, I got laid off from the iHeartMedia layoffs yesterday, along with everybody else that worked at KXnO, essentially. And I want to thank Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain for seriously the best 8.5, 9 months of working and doing stuff that didn't include a racetrack or hockey rink in my life. Without a doubt, two of my favorite humans on the planet. I'm gonna miss doing a show with them. We haven't talked about what might come next, so don't stop holding out hope or anything like that. And thanks to everybody that's texted, commented, everything like that, and also Heather Burnside, Alec Bussey, Tyler Allen, Trent Condon, and Ken Miller, because it's a hell of a team over there. And I didn't get to be a part of it as long as I wanted to, for sure. But it definitely made me smile every day coming to work. So I don't think you can trade that in this day and age. And I hope I never have to. And if you're at all interested in partnering with Always Race Day, ConnorFerg9@gmail.com is my email. Shoot me something there or a message on Twitter. I'll see it. I'll give you my number straight away as well, and I'm sure we can take care of you for a price that's better than any competition around here. So, anyway, with that said, Eric, how are you, man? Good to see you.
Good. Yeah, good to see you too. Not as exciting or unknown as you've been in the last 24 to 36 hours, but yeah, everything's going pretty good.
Yeah. It's definitely unpredictable. Exciting is a good word for it too, because there's a lot of stuff and just things we can do. And God, it was weird. I was getting in my car to go get lunch at 2:00 today, and I'm like, man, I've been late as shit. But I did that before the 5-minute mark. That's not great. Okay, that's
no
all right.
longer a kid show.
But no, we'll be all right here, and a lot more time to focus on Always Race Day stuff. But let's talk Huset's first $300,000 given out to David Gravel in the Big Game Motorsports #2 car going back to victory lane at the Huset Cybank Nationals. Man, what do you think about this? I had a lot of people questioning the track prep on Saturday, and that it was a track prepped for a car like David Gravel had and a car like David Gravel had starting at the front.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you have 4 days of racing. I mean, they start later. I don't know what it is about that last week of racing, but it seems like the Outlaws just kind of forget how to run an efficient show. I know it's a big show. I know it's a lot of money on the line, but it just seems like it takes forever for them to run it. And I think Hughes just wants to start later so the sun can go down so they can have a good racetrack. I mean, it's been 4 days of racing on it. I mean, track's different than it's been before. I feel like it's more racier at times, but then it also gets kind of odd where lanes start changing at times. But as a race fan watching it, I guess I was well disappointed to see rubber with like 8 or 9 to go. I mean, not like it was like rubber taking 25 to go. So I guess that's a good part. But then also early on too, it was kind of a choo-choo follow the leader because it was very heavy and dominant in one lane. So yeah, I mean it sucks, but I mean sometimes it's out of your control.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you. And I thought they did what they could for the most part. And I thought, like, throughout the week, it was really good, too. I didn't think, I didn't think it was as bad as it had been in the past. And I think everyone was kind of expecting that. And to have it go that way, it definitely helps your track, helps their reputation. And aside from the guy who owns the track and the team that's based from the track wins it on Saturday night, I mean, everyone's going to complain about that. But no, I thought it was a good week of racing. I thought it was probably the best event they've put on. I'm sad I couldn't get up there. But yeah, we'll be up there next year for sure. I don't think I'm getting another radio job that will keep me in Des Moines, at least for next season. So I'm excited about that. Did you at all did you think Buddy Kofoid was going to sweep the weekend?
Early on, like he showed his speed as he did last time, but I think with his bad Friday night qualifying, it just put him too deep of a hole to be there come Saturday. Those Huset races, they go by really fast. You need a couple cautions, but you also need a racetrack too that can be racy enough for him to get to where it needs to be up front.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you. But yeah, the fun week. What do you think of the format there?
It's not my favorite. To me, it's hard to follow. And I don't know. I'm just so used to like following like the Knoxville format during nationals, and that's it.
Talk about hard to follow. Well, the Knoxville format during nationals is a little bit easier.
It's a little bit easier to follow as a fan. This one, I can't even remember what it is. It's been the same thing for the last 3 years, but it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's different, but I feel like the same thing that people that complain about like the Knoxville Nationals format, usually the guy with the fastest car is either in the top 3 or winning the event. So, I mean, yeah, there might be a guy or two that feels like he gets snubbed from being a good show, but I mean, Gravel's probably the fastest qualifier in the Outlaw Tour, and even with the inverts and everything, he still won the big money. So, I mean, you could, as long as it's not like a 18 car invert or 12 car invert, I think you're gonna see the same guys be up front no matter what.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's fair, if that's I guess some would call it unfair because they want to see the little guys win more cash. And I don't know if putting a slow car in first, now they're close enough these days that it's not really a slow car, but I don't know if putting a small name in first and letting them get eaten up is necessarily the best thing around that. Would it be entertaining? I don't, that's up to you to decide for, but I think there's things they can fix with that format. It's not perfect by any means, and qualifying still seems to be like a massive part of it. I think they need to change the heat race passing points and the qualifying points as well. But no, other than that, I thought it was a great week of racing. Sheldon Haudenschild too, and I know we knew he was good at Huset's, but goddamn, what a weekend for him.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see the low budget team guys see some money, I mean, you got to raise the start money on it. You can't just start $5,000. I mean, there's a reason why Knoxville gets all the cars because they pay $15,000 to start the A main type of deal. But yeah, Sheldon, I feel like that team started to click a little bit the last couple of weeks, and they started showing that. Because he won Friday night, right? prelim night?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's been showing his speed, and I think that KCP car has been fast, no matter who's in it. So I mean, it's I feel like that's a combo that's starting to gel a little bit and shows the speed.
Yeah, I'm with you there. My buddy Josh Betts comments. He says, "Guessing you've already talked KXnO layoffs, but I want to make sure I gave you tip of the cap for what you've built at ARD in such a short time. Big things ahead for you, pal. No doubt in my mind. Appreciate you, Josh. I'll call you after we're off the air, Josh. I appreciate it, buddy.
I think that calls for a hat shake.
I'm not taking my hat off for this. I got you.
I got you. I got you.
Oh man. No, we talked KXnO already. I had to give a shout out to everybody because I forgot to on the asphalt show. I felt really bad. So I just want to make sure if anyone tuned into one or not the other, they saw that at least. I got my bench mob hat on. This will be a prized possession. I'm gonna have to frame it or some shit. But no. It's super cool to just to have always race day to have it to fall back on. I was in this position 9 months ago, so it's not all too unfamiliar for me. I just have two working legs now, so we're kind of ahead of where we were.
Nobody has a wheel. Nobody has wheel Connor around during Knoxville Nationals.
Don't jinx it though. We're knock on wood right here. Just make sure. But yeah, David Gravel with a banger of a week at Huset's in $300,000 at the end of it. Over on the late model side, dude, Bobby Pierce has won like
everything,
$500,000 in 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, pushed his now wife into the pond, celebrated there.
Yeah, he's done that every time he's been at that racetrack. God, it's just every time we're buddies with him. He's come on the show, friend of the podcast. But it's just crazy because you don't expect a guy to be that dominant. And you expect Jonathan Davenport and Brandon Overton to where, like, I started covering the sport real heavy in 2020. Those two were the behemoths when I got into it. And they're kind of taking a backseat to Bobby. And now is Nick Hoffman coming up, and he's kind of taking a backseat to Bobby over the last 3 weeks. And it's like, man, when is this dominance going to stop? We haven't seen this out of anybody.
Yeah, you have to wonder if this is kind of his Jonathan Davenport year where he won over $1 million in cash or something like that, prize money. So, I mean, it's we'll see. You got a couple of races in Eldora coming up. I don't know what I think they have a big show in Wisconsin during the 4th of July weekend. So, I'm sure they probably pays in there $50,000 or $75,000. I don't know. It seems like they're racing for $50,000 every weekend. It seems like so. Somebody is.
Yeah, at least you have
what is that race in Harlan? The Silver Dollar Nationals coming up too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be an interesting time. The one by the 4th of July is the Deer Creek one. The Go for 50 up in Minnesota. Yeah. That'll be a fun race. Bobby won that one in a photo finish a couple years ago, holding the number 1 out the side of his window. So that was pretty cool. I can't wait to see what happens with that. I'm excited to see it for sure.
Yeah.
A little bit more from the late model side of things as well. G.R. Smith and Drake Troutman are parting ways. So Jake Tim has been tapped to carry the banner for the Team 22 Incorporated number 22 car through the Napa Auto Parts Go for 50 up at Deer Creek. Were you surprised at this move at all? Drake Troutman's been an up-and-comer for a couple of seasons. I didn't think he was doing too bad. I suppose I didn't just look at the standings when I was looking at this. Jake Tim is solid as well, but I was kind of surprised to see it.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet on the late model front the last couple months or so. So it's, but you never know what happens. I mean, people get picky on stuff and all that. It's hard to tell in some of those details.
Yeah, I'm with you. Drake Troutman was running 5th in World of Outlaws points when this happened. So kind of crazy to see them part ways. So it might have been some more than meets the eye there. I obviously have not been on the internet lately. I found out today, or I found out during our show that Felix Rosenquist wasn't going back to Mattershank next year because I've been so offline today. So you will have to help me out a little bit here, Eric. But what did you watch anything else this week, and what has caught your eye on the sprint car side of things?
I feel like Schatz is gaining a little bit of speed. I think it's kind of Brett Marks has still been on a hot streak. Brad Sweet went in the 100 the big night Saturday night. That was kind of surprising. I mean, Huset was trying to compete with their A main times being the same time as theirs were some nights.
I'm sorry, we did not talk Skagit at all. I apologize. I'm sorry, that went over my head. We can definitely talk Skagit. What do you think of that weekend? Go, say what you were saying first.
Yeah, I think their car count was pretty solid with that. I think it lined up well for the guys in high limits to choose between which one they wanted to go to. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting come next year because the Huset's high pay Cussel is gonna be moved back to a week later, it sounds like. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what high limit will do in response to that. Usually they try to take a weekend off when it's the Eldora Teens World Race or it's Knoxville Nationals or it's the outlaw weekend in Knoxville. But I don't know. I mean, there's only so much weekends you can take off. But I mean, if they're paying another $300,000 or it's going to be $450,000 for an outlaw or for a non-outlaw guy or whatever, I mean, it's kind of hard to say no for that type of money.
Do you think they'll keep it on the same weekend?
Well, they're moving it back a week later.
I'm at Super Dirt Cup. Like surely
the Skagit Nationals.
Yeah, surely they'd put Skagit on a different one. Well, keep it on the same weekend. Yeah.
I think Skagit keeps on the same, and then high limit would work around the schedule, and maybe be in the air, have those guys go race Husets if they want to race Husets. But I mean, I don't know. This year's race wasn't underneath the high limit banner, so I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, my only gripe with the high limit schedule is there's only so many off weekends you can take. I feel like on that schedule,
a lot more than the outlaw schedule.
Yeah, there's like parts where they're not even racing for 3 weeks. I mean, their last race was at Harlan, which was on June 12th, and their next race this weekend is going to be this weekend, which is probably 15, 18 days. I mean, it's almost half of the calendar where they're not racing. Granted,
and then they're not racing again for another 3, right?
Yeah, because then you run into Eldora weekend. But granted, they did race 9 races in 12 days or whatever. But I don't know. I think it's just for the Outlaws, you're pretty much banking on they're going to be on every weekend besides the 4th of July coming up. So, but shout out to them. I feel like it's a good time, good deal. They're giving the teams a break during the holiday weekend, especially on a Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Brad Sweet takes home the Super Dirt Cup in the W car. I want to ask you about that car in a second. Second was Brent Marks, and then Darren Pittman, Rico Abreu, and Tanner Holmes rounding out the top 5. Surprise, Levi Hillier, who Blake Anderson reminds me. Look out for him. He got 6th. So beating James McFadden, Aaron Wright, Justin Sanders, Landon Brooks, Jet Barnes, who picked up his first NARC win the other week, Devin Borden, Cy Lynch, Dominic Selzy, Brenham Crouch. You can look up the rest for you if you want. I'm not going to read through all 24, but I can just put the number 94 on it with the W after, maybe the number 101 with the W after, maybe 199 with the W after. I can't stand the damn race car with the letter as the number.
W.
It looked like the Disney Channel logo.
Well, I think it's like WLTD or something like that too with Works Limited.
Yeah, Works Limited is
yeah, which is the
and
different
I'm not.
which is
I
a
think he
different
loves.
car.
I think I've talked to Kevin Kozlowski that
Yeah.
owns it. I think he likes that people don't like it.
Mhm.
I really do. I think he likes playing the villain a little bit.
Well, I think he likes it too that people question it when Larson isn't racing it. So
it's always something, and it's different than the '94 car that Brad Sweet drove to win. Last month.
Yeah.
So
it's different car. Different car owner.
It's a different car at the very least.
Paul Silva still riches on it, but it's but then you're going to see the '94 come out for probably Kings Royal weekend probably. So
what do you think? Will it say '94 at Nationals?
It will. I think it will. Yeah. And then you also might see a 57 as well too for one night. Let's try to take.
Wouldn't be shocked to see that either in case there is a rain delay.
Well, yeah, and I think obviously he's going to race 360 Nationals, and then I think there's two cases scenario. One, you win your qualifying night, and you say, "Yeah, I was a fast car. I'm a contender for Saturday night." Then two, if NASCAR, I don't know, it has to be a really big thunderstorm to cancel that early though for him to make a flight.
We can pray for it one way or the other. My dad's praying for just one at Knoxville for like the 15th through the 17th because he'll be in Ireland at my cousin's wedding.
Oh, geez.
So he's pissed off that he's missing Nationals entirely. So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a monsoon those 3 days, but if there is,
I still haven't told my cousin I'm missing his wedding, which I'm about to meet that. I need to fucking tell him sooner rather than later because I don't.
Well, now you have an excuse because you got laid off.
Yeah, that's what I should start with. Hey, just want to let you know.
Yeah, try to refund my ticket money, even though they weren't bought. I'll send you a card in the mail. I heart Connor.
What a pun! What a pun! Hopefully, the people out there get it. I'm sure they will. Oh man. But yeah, that a fun race at Skagit. I do really hope those two are on different weekends next year. Not that we get up to Skagit, but I like watching big races when they're standalone. We do have enough stuff to watch every weekend. Chances are I'd be up against something else, and we'd have two TVs up anyway, or we'd be at Knoxville watching on our phones. So I can't wait to get back to Knoxville Saturday. I'm super excited for that. Gosh, I had a couple just bullshit debate questions for you. One of them was letters on sprint cars, but I can't think of the other ones. What pisses you off in sprint car world right now, Eric?
Well, if you want a crown jewel event, I think you should pay more for start money.
Okay.
$5,000.
Because it wouldn't be hard to get that up to 10,000 taken away from just the 300,000 power. Yeah.
Well, I think it wouldn't be that much a pain in the butt to put more money in the purse to put some in the back of the field.
Yeah.
And I think he said during the interview he wants to make it a crown jewel event, but I mean, I know it's hard to say for a person that won't be able to put up $100 for the event, but I mean, it's not my show, it's not my racetrack. So, but I think if you want to make it a crown jewel event, you want to attract, I don't know, 80 cars for the weekend. I think you need to put some money in the back of the field. So,
yeah, no, I'm absolutely with you, and there's a reason that they think that they say
not have the racetrack take rubber night to go on the main night.
Yeah, that too. That would help a lot. And if you're known for taking rubber, you're going to get less of a leash on it.
Well, that's the problem. I feel like it's a track that is known for taking rubber, and I know, the weather's against you and everything, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's just it's hard to, I mean, there's been years that Knoxville Nationals has taken rubber, yeah, but I could probably maybe count 2 times in the last 10 years that's happened. So, and that was probably very low humidity and 90-degree days. So,
and shit that didn't happen the day after. At least the times I saw it, right?
And a track that has, track that's a half mile compared to a little 3/8 bull ring. So I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more money next year, and they try to get some of those high limit guys to make it a full like 80 car field or something like that. Because I feel like come Saturday night, I think you'll still have this is you have drivers backing out because they don't want to race because they're deep in the points. There's no point in racing Saturday night. But
yeah, no, I'm absolutely with you. Here's a couple bookmarks. I was trying to find the ideas behind these questions. Master Gasser said a funny tweet looking at this Corey Day car, saying this is just a Paul Silva Kyle Larson tribute car.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I laughed at that for far too long. Seriously.
Yeah. It would have been fun. It would have been funny if it was. That's Paul Silva's. I mean, it's not the case this day, but back in the day, 2020 or 2018, the Kyle Larson car is a very blank 57 with maybe one or two sponsors on it now.
It still is blank. There's different sponsors with different colors on them, and it makes it look a little bit less blank.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got the all ball colors on it now. You got the HendrickCars.com, which is kind of white and black, but it's the all ball colors make it stand out a little bit.
Can you imagine a Ricky Hendrick tribute Knoxville National scheme?
That'd be cool.
I have the scheme ideas. People come to me. Actually, I won't say the team. I've worn his hat on this show, so if you know how to do some guesswork, you know exactly what team it is. And I don't know if they're using my idea, but I've pitched them one. There's a chance that we have a really cool paint scheme coming for the Knoxville Nationals. I can't say anything else because otherwise they might not do it if I give it away.
Yeah, someone else will do it.
I think you know what driver I'm talking about.
I have a couple of mine.
Yeah. I have said, I guarantee if you use my idea, top 3 finish in the best appearing car at the Knoxville Nationals. I've put that on the table for 4 years in a row. Haven't lost yet. Haven't won yet, but haven't lost yet. That's a personal guarantee, and I will do my best to make it happen. I also have a vote, just so you all know. I shouldn't say this, but I can be bought. This is off the record, though.
I don't know. I feel like the only times I'll have to look, but I feel like the only drivers that seem to always win in their special paint schemes is Donnie Schatz, but the usually has a different one for nationals.
I got one off the top of my head, easy. David Gravel in the Exalta car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a cool car.
It's a badass car. It's awesome.
Yes.
I wish they would have went full Jeff Gordon rainbow. That's my only gripe.
I mean, it brought Jeff Gordon.
And that's not for the gay thing either. That's just why I fell in love with NASCAR, was because of the rainbow car. I liked rainbows before I figured out what it stood for, right?
Well, it brought back Jeff Gordon to Knoxville too, which hasn't happened in,
6 years. Yeah, since then.
Yeah, since then. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I liked Larson's McDonald's car, even though that was a car he didn't qualify the A main in. Hit it at Knoxville Nationals. I remember Saturday afternoon, we were sitting underneath the shade tree, and I walked over to the row of haulers, and the amount of people that came by Paul Silva to ask if Kyle was racing that night was probably one in every 5 minutes. And it was like 5 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock at night. The gates already been shut. The cars are in the infield. So
it's nuts.
But yeah, if you do a cool paint scheme, most of the time people will buy your shirts as well too. So
it does help. It does help. So if you guys need ideas, come to me.
Yeah, Connor's currently a freelance worker now.
Yeah, and I can't give you any mock-ups, but I'll learn my ass on how to do it if you give me creative control. Absolutely, I will. So, do that, please. This weekend, as far as sprint cars go, Cedar Lake Speedway for the World of Outlaws, and then Big Sky Speedway in Montana for High Limit for the Race Redeem Foundation race, which I never saw this moving to Montana. I never saw sprint cars going to Montana. What do you think about that, Eric?
Yeah, it's been a while since National Touring Series has been in Montana, but I think that's kind of the motto of High Limits, is bring it to where a place has never been before. So to have that race in the middle, I'm going to say middle of nowhere, is for sprint cars is pretty big bold move because, all the local teams that are there are probably 360s, and there might be some 410s in western South Dakota and western Nebraska or western North Dakota. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who maybe there might be some cars from out west maybe that comes out for that money. Because I think it does pay $26,000 to win Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it'll be interesting too, for sure. Do you got anything else? I'm fine cutting this short because I'm gonna make sure we got 2 guests for next week. I got the time to do it now. I'm really excited to have the time. I'm not excited how it came up and the time I won't get to spend with a couple of my favorite people, but this is good enough for tonight. I'm amped to get down to Knoxville. I've already heard from a couple of people from Knoxville during this show that I need to get back to. People in dirt racing, not people from Knoxville, but you get it. But yeah, thank you to everybody that had kind words to say during this show, during the asphalt show, and the 8 months, 9 months I spent on the radio. So I can't wait. We're I don't know if I told you this, Eric. We're camping with people at Eldora that met me through. I haven't met the guy yet, but he's camping with us for the King's Royal. And you're welcome to come with us if you'd like.
I don't think I'll be able to make it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still PDC. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. If not, we'll go to at least one day of the PDC.
Oh yeah, that's on my bucket list for sure.
Heck yeah. So hopefully we get there. ShopTrackThreads.com for an Always Race Day shirt. ProfitMachine.ai if you're looking for some help understanding AI for your small business. Fill out the questionnaire today. They're very selective with their clientele, but they will help you out. So we'll be back next week. We'll do a double guest Wednesday next week. We'll make it a big thing. I got plenty of time to plan it now. So I appreciate everybody for staying with us. And thanks for helping us make Always Race Day what it is today. Eric, you got anything?
All good.
Awesome. All right. Love you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks.